Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Jacob with Last Stop Waterfowl Outdoors. Well, today guys, we got an all new video for y'all, and I think you're gonna enjoy this one. My youngest son, Hudson, who's the youngest part of our crew, made his first duck hunt debut with us on video during teal season. He was off of school today. He said, "Hey Dad, can we take the boat out?" I was off of work and I said, "Heck yeah, let's take it out. We'll go do a little bit of duck scouting in the marsh." And that's where we headed down to today, guys. We were planning on going for a couple of hours, checking it out because we haven't been back since last season. Wanted to see what the conditions look like, what the water levels look like, and to maybe catch some birds that have migrated early to the marshes down here. We were hoping for that. Well, we got a little bit of all of that and a lot more, guys, because we ran into a little bit of trouble today and ended up making a complete full day out of it. With a little help from our friends, we made it home this afternoon. And if you look at the description of the video, you probably already know when we teased you, we ran into a little problem with our mud motor and new motor setup that we got for this season. So come along with us on this episode. We'll show you everything that unfolded today and much more on this new episode of Last Stop Waterfowl Outdoors. as you can see, we are out in the marshes here in Louisiana, doing some duck scouting today. Me and my right-hand man, Hudson, my youngest son. And we got ourselves in a little pickle right now, guys. If you look at us, I'll show you. This probably ain't good. Most of you will recognize it. There we are. We got half of the boat lifted out of the water right now in this little cut that we were trying to run. Meanwhile, the rest of the boat is on land. Yep, I said that right, and you understood that right. We are stuck, guys. We are in the marsh right now. We are stuck with the boat. We tried to run through this little ditch to get into this water, which we ran last year, but obviously I misjudged the water. It looked like it had a little bit more water coming into the ditch. You can see in the back right here, but it didn't. So we are now stuck trying to see if we could, we fought with this thing for about 45 minutes trying to get it off, and not lifting this thing and pushing it. It's a 1648 hull, and I got a 23 surface drive on the back, so not a ton of weight on the back of it where the majority of the weight's at, but I cannot move it because it's too much on land. So we are now trying to see if we can get some help to come out and help us. And there's the phone ringing, so let's see. Hello. Hey. Was it? Okay. Yeah, I could drop a pin. I could send you a pin if you want me to do that. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. Any help would be appreciated. I appreciate it. Like I said, it ain't gonna take much to pull it off. It's just I got too much for me by myself to do it. So. Okay, that sounds good. Thank you, man. All right, bye. All right, guys, so it looks like my buddy Charlie is gonna he's gonna have a guy that we know, mutual friends kind of. He's gonna have him come out. You heard it right there. I gotta drop him a pin where we are, which shouldn't be much for another boat to pull us out. They could pull right up to the back of the boat, kind of wedge us off. It won't be a big issue there. It's just too much for one guy to be able to push off, being that much of the boat is stuck on land. So that's our situation today. That's what you get to sometimes when you go out scouting. I'm sure many of you have been in that situation before. Actually, I've been lucky. I've never got stuck like that. When I had my long tail, I never got stuck. And this is a prime example. I have to say, if I had my long tail on the back, I might be able to drop that tail into the water and push over that hump that I'm stuck on. But switching to the surface drive this year, just got the surface drive, already got stuck. So I'm kind of doubting that decision I made as far as that goes. So, but we'll see how it goes, guys, and we'll keep y'all posted. We'll see how it goes when they get here. All right, guys, we are updating it. We still update time. We're still waiting on a crew of guys to come get us, a couple of buddies of ours that we know. But I'm going to show you guys what we were trying to get to. Hopefully you can see it right here. This is the other side of the little ditch that we got stuck on right here. So it kind of opens up, gets deep again, and then it meanders right to the back. If you guys could see it, there's a little straightaway, another little duck pond right in the back that we hunted last year. And that's what we were trying to get. But what I'm amazed by is just how much Hurricane Ida has affected this area, this freshwater marsh. It's almost turned it to where it looks like a lot of the saltwater marshes, man. To be honest with you, with the grass, this was not nearly this high. The grass that you see right now was not nearly this high after the storm last year. You know, it came through, it devastated all this area, this particular area, and a lot of this vegetation was knocked down and flattened out, dispersed all across the area. And this year, with it being low on water, having a drought, we had a lot of rain actually earlier in the year, but then the last several months we've had a drought. It's allowed this vegetation to really pop up this year, and it's closed in, kind of tightened up some of these duck ponds that we hunted after the storm last year. So it's going to be interesting. What I like about it that makes it very interesting is what I was going to say is it's going to be very good to be able to get into this grass and hide, easy to cover ourselves and conceal ourselves this year when we're hunting these areas, if we do hunt these areas and they're holding birds. So that's going to be nice, because last year it was pretty much boat blind and you had to brush up, you had to build a blind. This year you got a lot of vegetation all around that came back really good after the storm, and it'll make it nice and easy to conceal ourselves. And it'll also, I'm assuming, you know, just my experience from hunting birds in the marsh over the years, those birds, especially later in the season, once you get a lot of pressure on them, they'll feel more comfortable to come in these tight little marsh ponds like this and settle down, you know, and kind of get away from some of that shooting pressure, hopefully. So it's interesting to see, once the push and the big migration starts and we start getting birds trickle into the state, how it's going to affect this particular area. But it's changed a lot since Hurricane Ida last year. So I just want to show you guys kind of what it looks like where we are. And, you know, while we're waiting, we got time on our hands, obviously, while we're waiting for our buddies to come get us. But that's the little pond in the back that we were trying to get to right there. That's what we were trying to go scout out. Yeah, so our help is arriving. Here you go, Hut. We're in a little bit of a bind. We're in a little bit of a bind. The front end of the boat's in the air. Hey, you recognize this?
Yeah, I noticed it. I saw it on your page.
Oh, you saw it? Yeah. All right. It's a good looking boat. Yeah, we're in a little bit of a bind.
I've been there before. I came off of one of them canals that came straight off of the path.
Uh-huh.
And I went to jump land in my old Go Devil.
Yeah.
When I had the long tail on there, and I broke the handle off right here.
Did you?
Yep.
I'll be damned.
I had to ratchet strap it all back together.
I told Charlie, I said, God dang it, I should have stuck with that damn long tail. I said I could have probably leveraged it and got it off of that.
Yeah.
But we ran this before, and we never you know, it changed a lot since last year, be honest with you. All right, Hut, you go to the front.
The funny thing, I was actually looking at it this morning on the maps, coming back here and scouting.
You ain't been back here yet?
I ain't been back here yet. And then
we were just talking a while ago, but that's ironic you don't want to come and guess. Charlie was talking. He said we need to go show Lane some of this stuff. He likes you, man. He has a high opinion. He said we need to go show him some of that stuff. Yeah, we good now, man. Perfect. I mean.